Well, okay, it's time for another Lightning Strikes Twice, the short version of our longer lightning rounds, where we have one topic apiece, and we have 5 minutes to discuss, and the other doesn't know what the or one doesn't know what the other is bringing up. Yeah. So, Casey, you're first. Go ahead.
All right. Well, with all the various random chuckle fucks that Trump is announcing as part of his cabinet, uh, what are your thoughts on fluoride in water?
Ooh, that's almost kind of a conspiracy theory one.
Yeah, well, RFK Jr. If anyone has seen our season one episode with an anti-vaxxer, he was quoting RFK Jr. a lot, so that should tell you something. Um,
Well, okay, now here's the thing about that. There's a lot of things about that that it recently, I can't remember which organization, it might have been, it was like a US organization or something, recommended against fluoridation.
hmm,
Um, and they cited several different reasons. One of them was the potential brain uh, problems that could arise from too much consumption of fluoride compounds, or fluorine compounds, I should say. Um, and yeah, there's a whole, that's a rabbit hole you could go down for days, honestly, if you look into that, because there is some truth to the idea that it wasn't an altruistic, oh, just dentists and everybody, scientists, they're like, oh yeah, we got to fill the water with fluoride and stuff like that. It's a little sus.
well,
um,
yeah, I mean, so the brain thing, I could not find any actual like science on that. The only thing that there is like if there's too much, it eats away at the calcium in your teeth or whatever,
mhm.
stains it. Really, it's not even that bad of a thing. But there isn't too much, like that's kind of like a far leap from where it is, especially in like a regulated fashion like it is, like and they're making sure that it's pure and everything. The
No,
only thing
actually,
they were
no, it's not.
it,
It's not like sodium fluoride that you have in toothpaste. It's like industrial waste in a
no,
lot
no,
of
no,
cases.
no.
No.
It's chemically the same, but it is not literally the same.
Oh,
It's like I think that myth or wives' tale came from like way back in the day when people actually dumped stuff in the river. Like then it actually was happening that way.
well, you
And of
can look
course,
at
then you
like,
you can't regulate, of
well, and,
course,
it
at
isn't
that
like
point.
one basic thing that everybody uses. There's a variety of different things. So there are compounds that are different than what you have in toothpaste. That's my point.
Yeah, but
And
like
also,
in
it's kind of,
water, it's naturally occurring anyway, and it's what they're putting in there is the
yes, but
exact same thing that's already there.
it's a different chemical form. So it's like, things that are fluorine based can be troublesome. I mean, even Teflon can be bad if it, like, you obviously, if you have Teflon lined pans, you don't want to get them too hot because they'll off gas and toxic stuff can come out. I mean, fluorine is no joke, by the way. Chlorine as well. Those are really, which is weird because now I think about it and it's like, hmm, yeah, salt. We need salt to live, but both of the elements that make up salt are on their own really dangerous.
Right. Well,
So,
that's the thing about chemistry that people don't understand is that if you only know a little bit about it, you can get scared real easily.
no, this
Like,
is true. This is true, and
you
and
know,
I don't want to, you know, present the idea that I think that water fluoridation is a really bad thing, because you're right. I mean, it is very carefully monitored generally, in most cases. Um, and although I don't think it does any good, that's just my personal view.
right. That's all they said actually is
Mhm.
like nowadays with toothpaste, like
Mhm.
almost all toothpaste having it, there isn't really a need for it.
Yeah.
However, that kind of disregards like low income areas or different parts of the world
You know,
or
you can, no, you can get toothpaste for free. There are places that'll hand it out
Oh,
if
wow.
you're homeless, or like I remember a homeless friend of mine. There was some organization that came around and gave them like a hygiene kit for free
Oh,
that
wow.
had like toothbrush, toothpaste, some soap, hand wipes, things like that. So and toothpaste is cheap, by the way. The stuff I buy is $1 a tube, and it's fine. Like it's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. Like it isn't an expensive thing. But yeah, I think that it's like, okay, well, we can dispel or get rid of all this kind of conspiracy shit by just being like, okay, well, we don't need this anymore. And oh, that's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's kind of that could be like a part of a bigger episode kind of thing.
Yeah.
I would love to do an episode, actually thinking about it now, that's nothing but like a whole bunch of conspiracy theories in one big episode. Kind of just
Yep.
almost like a not minute microscopy, but a lightning strikes twice. We got a short time to touch on all the different
Yep.
things. That would be kind of fun. Um, and then see what kind of interesting comments we get from it. All right, so I guess mine's kind of a political-ish topic here.
Oh,
So,
I forgot. Today is Christmas. Well,
oh,
this is coming out anyway.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, whatever you celebrate, happy celebration.
Oh, why not? Yeah.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Well, it's kind of hard to escape, like in the U.S., the whole festivities of Christmas. I mean, every store is playing it in their music and stuff. It's like a little bit annoying. There's only four Christmas songs that I actually like. Um, but yeah, anyway, so mine, like I said, it's a kind of political sort of thing. Um, all right. Why does the FCC still bother requiring censorship on TV and radio?
Oh God. Like, why does America in general still go for all this like censorship? It boggles the mind.
I don't know, because the thing is, it's like, okay, because they're like, oh, protect the kids or whatever. I think that's sort of the rationale, I believe. But
Yeah.
like
It-
kids
It's
don't
always
listen.
kids.
Kids don't listen to the radio or watch TV. They're internet based stuff, and on the internet, it's like you can go to YouTube and hear people cussing. You go to a variety of sites and see tits and dicks and whatever you want to see. I mean, just basic Google search could give you all that. So what's the point of censorship
Right.
on these
I mean,
archaic
there's
systems?
no point to begin with
No, true.
because like if you like beep something out, it's almost always totally obvious, even to a kid, what
Hmm.
is being said. Like they know the words already.
Yeah,
Like all you're doing is drawing more attention to it and saying, "Ooh, don't say that." And of course,
it's
what do you think they're gonna do? You know?
it's kind of a Streisand effect sort of thing, basically. Like it'll just make them more interested in that kind
Right.
of thing. Well, yeah, and it's especially annoying. Well, like listening to songs on the radio, it kind of disturbs the flow of a song if they censor something.
Hmm.
Sometimes they'll get kind of creative about it, and it's not so bad. Like "Closer" by Nine
Yeah.
Inch Nails. Like
I want to find that version because I actually preferred it. Like that distorted whip sound was super cool.
well, and like instead of when they substituted various like cartoon sound effects too, so it was like the little eye poke boink sound, like I want to boink you like an animal. It's like, dude, that's actually really awesome. But that's clever censorship, and that's all
Mhm.
right. But it doesn't make any sense. Like you said, it never made any sense. It's just part of human nature and stuff. I don't understand why it's that big of a deal, but it's especially not a big deal right now.
Mhm.
Only grown adults listen to the radio and watch TV. In fact, they're probably much older than just simply an adult.
Well, I mean, why don't we also talk about like why is it that some adults are still offended by seeing nudity or hearing certain words.
I
What,
don't understand that at all.
like that? I've never understood that. And like when I see my peers, people in my age bracket still being offended by things, I'm like, what?
Well, there's a time and a place for cussing and stuff. It like I think in a professional setting, it's good to minimize that. But when you drop an F bomb at like a board meeting, then it's like, whoa, that's heavy. It's like the nuclear option.
Right.
People take notice of that, especially if you don't use it very often. Um, and so that's the thing. I think maybe carefully metered out stuff like that can be good. And it's really annoying too, because like I listen to talk radio and news radio and stuff all the time, and they'll play clips from like on the scene event that happened, and it's like boop 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 every other word because somebody's cussing, like there's a fight going on or whatever, and it's like I can't tell what the hell's happening, but like they can hear it clear as day, but I have no fucking clue. I can't tell. And like just like especially in a news context, if you're talking about some kind of big event, like let it go. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is an actual thing that you're reporting on that happened. There were other people there that witnessed that. So give me the proper context by letting me hear it uncensored.
Especially since you can get so creative with cussing, like mixing it into like totally okay words like remote can fucking troll.
Yeah.
And like,
mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
like you bleep that out, it's like remote what?
Yeah, well, and that's the point, is like you'd have no clue what somebody's saying. You miss a word or two within a sentence and
Mm-hmm.
you have no idea. So but I think it's just it's like, look, there are like 5-year-old kids cussing and they've already seen porn and stuff like that. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Who cares? And people are like, oh, it's degradation of society and blah blah blah. Like, no, it isn't. It's been like this prior to broadcast systems. The human civilization back in the days of the Romans and stuff like that, they were foul-mouthed and stuff like that. It was like, well, and they were probably a little more open about nudity too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, go far back enough, but like the whole nudity thing was like super, super taboo in early American history. Like seeing the fashion of women change over the years, and the skirt length coming up, and
yeah, exactly. Well, there were public bathing kinds of things where I think I might have accidentally bumped the timer, so we might be going a little over, but that's okay. We do that anyway. I'll just adjust the timer and yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah, I don't. They're so weird. The FCC is so weird about the rules that it's like it doesn't make any sense. And I don't know why is the FCC even concerning itself with like language, the things that and why just these particular things and not others?
When you edit this, we should just go back and beep out FCC.
Well, there you go. There's a
mic drop.
Yeah. Somehow the bell always rings at like the perfect time.
Take that, fucking.
So I'm gonna have to bleep the F and the CC afterwards. Beep, fucking beep. I like that. Oh shit! I just made oh god. Okay, I just made the job way harder now by doing that. That'll be interesting if I remember to do it. So, okay, well, yet another lightning strikes twice down the tube. Hopefully, everybody enjoyed it, and we do this every week. So, if this is your first time, well, we have a back catalog of these, and there will be more. And yeah, we also have other videos too. Just FYI.
You down with FCC? Yeah, you know me.